my son, who's my producer I keep talking about, just said that if you like and subscribe that he's pretty sure that we can get a Lamborghini. So that was never on my top list, but he's pretty sure that these videos that I'm making in the toy room are going to make us a big success. So if you like and subscribe for sure. Hey, listen, so if you have weights, light weights, today we'll be using light weights. My weights are 3 pounds, anything at all or no weights at all are fine. And then if you have any sort of strap, I just have this, it's a Taekwondo strap, but if you have like a belt or rope strap or something like that, later we'll use that in stretching, but completely optional. And then as we move forward, like including Friday, just as a heads up, we're not using it today, but if you have any sort of resistance band, like I have a few of these that I have used before in, we use something like this in the studio, but I've had these from physical therapy and I've been tying them together a little. So if you have any kind of resistance bands at home, bring them to class on Friday. Okay, so are you ready? It's 9:30 on a Tuesday morning. Take a nice wide turn out whenever you're ready. So your toes are tracking toward your front 2 corners, and take a big inhale breath. So lengthen through the spine. We've been kind of repeating this as our warm up. And then exhale, breath, lower. Make a commitment today. Today we're working on strength and flexibility and balance. We'll work every single muscle head to toe. Good. Do this a few more times. As you reach your arms long, squeeze into the glutes. Feel your whole body warming up. Take your time today. And today we have 45 minutes, so we're going to kind of push it on thighs. We're going to work on lengthening through the whole body, strengthening, balancing. Good. And then bring your arms into a V. Sink your hips a little bit more, and you go down an inch and up an inch. Good. Down an inch and up an inch. Now start to make the arms active. Good. And as you pull the waist into the spine, feel those shoulder blades coming together. I see it. Press down 10 times. 10, 9, 8. As you start to get a little bit lower, see if you can energize those inner thighs a little deeper, pressing the knees out. Here's your hold. Lift up both arms. Good. Broaden a little bit. So yeah, that looks really pretty. So maybe you kind of make your arms into a little bit of bull pose. Take an inhale breath, lengthen. Good. Maybe you lift up the heart a little, pressing your hips forward. Good. Sink down again. You can bring the hands to the heart or bring them back into that narrow feet. And go down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. Good. I feel this too. You go 8, 7, good, 6. You're almost there. It's 4 and 3. This is just our warm up. Here's your hold. Here's your hold. Now think about this. Think about the knees. Take them out a little bit deeper. Sink the hips a little bit lower. Pull the heels together right on your mat. Good. Pull the belly in just as deeply as if we were in an abdominal crunch. 10 more presses down. Let's go. I keep promising that you're done. Good. 8, 7. Maybe turn the palms up so you rotate the shoulder blades back. Really good. It's 4 and 3 and 2. Here's your hold. Hold it. Sink 1 inch deeper. And stand. Direct your toes forward. Bring your hands to your hips. Lengthen through the spine first and then start to hinge at the hips forward. And if it feels good for you, you can take a forward fold. I'm a little tight in my back and my hamstrings this morning. My hands aren't on my mat yet. You might need to bend the knees a little bit or just kind of hang there. Take an inhale breath, which is a halfway lift, and then safely bring the legs underneath your feet. Good. Well, I guess the feet are underneath your hips. Good. Toes track forward. Good. The feet are underneath the hips. Lengthen through your spine here and take an inhale breath, lengthen. Good. Exhale breath on your own. Very gently hinge at the hips and take a forward fold if that feels available. If that's too much for you, you can always hold it halfway. Take an inhale breath, which is our halfway lift. Good. Exhale breath, forward fold. Good. Let it just hang. Maybe you circle your arms in one direction, just kind of letting the head go. Bring it the other way. Just really listening to your body. You don't have to overstretch. And then safely rise. Inhale breath to the top. Let's start to march like this. Good. So you're just marching. We're going to take a few marches here. Good. And start to bring your arms down. We're just warming up through the body. You might get your heart rate up a little bit. Good. I'm going to face you sideways for a second. As you lift the knee up, really pull in through the waist. Good. Lifting the chin. Good. So you're looking straight away. Good. Crown of the head is lifted. Good. So that's the top of your head. Imagine a string lifting you up and really pulling in through the belly. Each time you press the foot down, squeeze into the glutes. Good. Knees just lifting up to the hips. Use your abdominals. Good. Now take your knees out to the side like that. Good. I almost lost my balance a little. Good. You go 8, 7. Good. 6, 5. Use your abdominals. 4, 3, 2. Bring it back to the center. Start to cross the knee to the, or the elbow to the opposite knee. Good. 10, 9, 8. Use your waist. Good. We're warming up the whole body here. You have 4. Good. You have 3. Might feel it. You have 2. Good. One more time to the center. You go 10, 9, 8. Good. Use it. 4, 3, 2. Stop moving for a second. Now take an inhale breath to lengthen. Feet are underneath the hips. Sit your body into a squat. I'll face you sideways for a second. So sink your hips back. Weight is a little bit more on the heels. You can keep the arms up here or bring them to the chest in a little prayer, and you go down an inch and up an inch. Good. Little squats. Good. Gaze is long. So about 3 feet in front of you. Good. Trust my cues. Good. Sink your hips. No pressure in the back. Good. Arms can be lifted if you wish and go down and up. Down and up. 10, 9. Lots of double duty in here today. 4. We have 45 minutes. Good. You're already well into it. You're already 5 minutes in. Good. Hold it here. Hold it. Sink your hips and safely rise. Let's do full range squats. Here we go. You go down for 2. Squeeze as you come up. Good. It's down for 2. Good. Squeeze through the glutes. Take a slight little tuck of the hips when you come up. Good. If it's too much to have the arms up and bring them down, we're just getting the heart rate up a little bit. Good. 4 more. Slow. Lots of control. Pressed into the full foot. For squats, our weight is shifted back a little bit more into the heels. Good. So the booty's sticking back like you're sitting on a little chair. Last one. Good. Okay, now hold it on the down. 10 presses. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Good. 4, 3, 2. Here's your hold. Hold it. And safely rise. Inhale breath to lengthen the spine. Exhale breath, take a forward fold if that feels available to you. Good. Now connect your hands right about either the shins or the knees and lengthen through the spine. So the neck is long. Bring your hands down to the floor and step back into high plank. So here we are in a high plank, using all the muscles in the body. Good. Good. Now press your heels back. Really pull in through the waist. Good. Now squeeze the front of your thighs. Those are your quadriceps. Press them into the hamstrings. Press the heart forward. Try to flatten the upper back by drawing the shoulder blades together. Good. Hold it there. 10, 9, 8, 7. If you need to come to the knees, you can always come to the knees to modify. Wrap the toes up to the glutes. We're just getting warmed up. Listen carefully. Bring the right hand underneath the shoulder line and open up into side plank. Good. So the legs can be long, or you can take the lower leg and bring it to the floor. You can lift up through that outer thigh. Hold it here for 10, 9, 8. You got this. Good. 4, 3, 2. Use your sideways. Come back to the top. Bend into the knees. Lift the hips into downward facing dog. So take a little break here. Now make it a little more active. Maybe you bend into one knee and then the next. Head is relaxed, gazing back toward the knees or the ankles. Good. And then come on to the top of a high plank. Good. Once again, you're gripping the front of the thighs. Good. So squeeze the quadriceps. Take a slight tuck of the hips to really pull in through the waist. Press out of the palms. Take your chin off your chest. Take your left hand to the center line of the body. Open into side plank. Good. Now I'm facing you backwards, so I'm trusting that you're doing the move. Lengthen here. Good. Take your chin off your chest. Think about a long line. If you need to take the lower leg down to the floor, you can. You can always lift up the top leg. Use every single muscle right now. Good. Maybe even the muscles in your face to smile. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7. You can do this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and high plank. Hold this high plank now. Here we are. So if you need to come to the knees, then you can. Otherwise, you're holding a high plank. Practicing good form here. Hold it here for 4. That's all. You can do anything for 3. Press your heels back. Make it count. Knees to the floor. Open up your knees. Hinging at the hips. Come into child's pose. So sneak your hips back into child's pose. Palms can face the sky if that feels okay to you. Very nice. Take a break here. Good. And then when you're ready, come on to your back. Have your weights handy. So your weights are going to be on either side of you now. You're going to come to the floor. We're going to do a little double duty work for the arms and the abdominals. Good. So tabletop your legs. Toes are higher than the knees. First, grab behind the thighs. Lift your upper body off the floor and lift it up and hold. Good. So the legs are hips distance apart. You lift up and hold and squeeze, pressing your navel to the spine. It's up, hold, and squeeze. Very good. Up, hold, squeeze. You should feel this. You can let go if that feels good to you. It's 10, 9, keep going, 8, 7, little lifts. Good. Very good. So we're really tapping into the abdominals first as we start class now. Hold it there. Take the right leg down for 2. Press it down for 2. Good. Lift it up for 2. Now the left. Good. So it's not super important that it goes very far down. In fact, it might only go down a couple inches. If this is too much on your head, neck, and shoulders, feel free to grab behind the leg. You could always release your upper body to the floor. Really listen to your body. Where do you feel the deepest intensity in the abdominals? Good. So depending on your back flexibility and the strength here of the spine and the abdominals, you may have it a little bit further. You may have it lower. Good. So it doesn't really mean, that you're not super strong if the toe is not touching the floor. Instead, I want you to really focus on getting that navel to connect to the belly. Good. Back is safe on the floor. No arching in the lower back. Good. Maybe you take this a little bit longer now, kind of like a bicycle ride. Maybe you make a little pillow behind your head. If you do that, then take your thumbs right about to the jaw. If you can reach that there, that'll protect your neck. Good. Let's start to take some little crosses with the elbow to the knee. We're going to move slowly now together. Good. Here we go. Take the left elbow to the right knee. Hold it and bring it center. Both knees come back into that rooftop or that tabletop shape. Now the right elbow over to the left knee. Good. Sometimes we go through this exercise very quickly, kind of like old school gym class. We're not going to do that in our bar class. We're really focused on keeping the spine safe and keeping the navel down. Maybe you move a little bit faster. And if you do that, that's fine, but there's no cranking in the back or the neck. You're just supporting the neck gently with the fingertips. Good. If you need to hold on to each leg, you can. 10. Use your thighs, use your glutes, use your abdominals. Feel the sides of the waist. Good. You might even be burning here a little bit. It's 4. Good. It's 3. Very good. You have 2. Stay with it. Now come to the center. Grab behind your thighs. Lift your upper body up. We're going to lift 10 times. You can release if you wish. You can make that pillow again if you need it. Even with one hand is fine. Go 10, 9, 8, 7. Work for this. Good. You have 4. You have 3. You have 2. Hold it and release to the floor. Hug your knees in. Bring your feet to the floor, and we're going to take a little stretch for the lower back. So just kind of windshield wiper the legs first. You can goal post the arms if that feels okay. Good. And then if it feels all right for you, you can lean both knees over to the right for a breath. Good. Inhale to the top. Exhale, bring them the other way. Very good. Come to the center. Hug your knees in toward you. Let them go a little away. So this is just a little back release, bringing everything back into symmetry. Tabletop your legs again. So you can see toes are higher than the knees. Waist is in. Reach for your weights if you have them. This can be done without weights. They're going to be flies. So arms are straight here, maybe with a slight bend if you need it to protect your shoulders. Now take your shoulder blades together in the back. Press your navel to your spine and open your arms for 2. Good. Press them closed for 2. Do that again. So we have really light weights. Some of you have done heavier weights in the past, right? And so this might feel kind of easy, but when we're squeezing through the muscles, we can even do this exercise without any weights and get nice, long, lean, toned arms. Yeah, so it's not super important that you use heavy weights. Good. Do this a couple more times like this. Good. And now press your legs out for 2 as you bring the arms down. And squeeze it all together for 2. Use your abdominals. Open up for 2. Good. I'm trusting that you're doing this. Good. I feel this too. So feel it in your chest, your shoulders, your back, and your abdominals. Not super important that the legs go all the way straight. If you feel any kind of pinching in the lower back, then know that you've gone too far and adjust. Maybe you flex your feet, maybe you point them, but just make it count. Do 2 more slow. Feel the whole body. Now hold the arms open. Keep the legs tabletop and little presses up with the arms. Use your abdominals. Maybe take slight little tucks with the hips. So the knees come in an inch, out an inch, in an inch, out an inch. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5. No momentum, just muscle. Good. It's 4 and 3 and 2. Good. Close the arms. Keep them about shoulder distance apart. Curl them in for 2. So use your biceps, extend for 2, use your triceps. Again, curl them in. Good. Now start to bring the knees in. As you straighten the arms, you can bring the legs out. Come in. Good. No pressure in the lower back. If it becomes too much for you, you can always do 1 leg at a time. Good. You can always keep both feet on the floor. You decide. Good. Do 2 more slow. Good. Last one. Good. Maybe a little bit faster. Not compromising the back. 8. Squeeze. 7. Use the triceps. 6. Good. Good. So the shoulder blades stay together. Belly is in. Arms are squeezing. It's 4. Keep working. You have 3. That's how we're going to get this express workout in. Last one. Hold it. Now direct your arms so that they're still over the shoulders, palms face forward. Good. Bring them in for 2. Squeeze. Keep your legs tabletopped if you can. Press them down for 2. Good. So the chest presses. Yeah, you could probably do this all day with these light weights. So I want you to squeeze your muscles harder. And then if you want to take that variation, again, where the knees come in when the arms go straight, and as the arms come down, press your legs out. Do that again. Up for 2. Squeeze everything in. Down for 2. Head stays on the floor. Good. There's a slight tuck of the chin toward the chest to protect your neck. Everything should feel pretty comfortable, but yet some sensation in the abdominals, the arms, the legs, maybe. Good. A couple more times. This is also good for strengthening the back side of the body. Last one here. Hold them up there. Good. Now lift your upper body off the floor. Direct your palms forward. 10 lifts with the arms. 10, 9, 8. Really use your abdominals. Squeeze your arms here. Good. You can always let go of the weights if you need to. It's 4 and 3 and 2. Hold it. Return to the floor. Take your weights. Bring them to the floor. Give yourself a hug. So hug your knees in toward you. Let them go. Do this a couple times on your own just to release your back. Good. And then bring your feet to the floor. Press your feet into the floor and lift your hips off the floor. Squeeze through the glutes. Glute raises and press it down for 2. Good. Full range of motion. Up for 2. Next, stay safe on the floor and down for 2. Good. Squeeze through the glutes. Use your inner thighs. Good. Pull in through the waist. A couple more slow like this. Just getting the glutes a little bit more involved in our practice today. Good. Now hold it up there in tiny little tuck-ups. Tuck. Tuck squeeze. Tuck squeeze. 10. Pull in your waist. Good. 9, 8, 7. Good. 6, 5. You've got this. 4 and 3 and 2. Full range of motion. You go down for 2. Squeeze and up for 2. Good. Now you have an option for these next few to press into the right foot. Lift the left leg up. Good. Up for 2. Squeeze and down for 2. If this becomes too much, just modify by placing the foot on the floor. Do what works for you now. Now hold it at the top and little tuck, up squeeze, up squeeze. It's 10, 9, 8, you've got this. Good. It's 4 and 3 and 2. Hold it, straighten your leg. Take the legs to 45 degrees. Good. Just the left leg is at 45 degrees. Squeeze your thighs. 10 little tucks up. 10, 9, 8, 7. Full body workout. So pull in your waist. 4 and 3 and 2. Hold. Breathe. Replace the foot to the floor. 10 tucks up. 10, 9, 8. Keep squeezing. Pressing into the feet. Use your inner thighs. Use your abdominals. It's 4 and 3 and 2. Here it is. Hold it at the top. Breathe in. Exhale. Tip it again. Now think about pressing into the left foot. Tabletop the right leg and you lift and squeeze. Lift and squeeze. It's up to you if you do this. You can always keep both feet on the floor. You decide. It's 10, 9, 8. Lots of mini sets on abdominals, glutes, thighs, and arms. And it's 4 and 3 and 2. Here it is. Now maybe you straighten the leg. Maybe you take it at a 45-degree angle. Squeeze your thighs together and tip your hips just up squeeze. Up squeeze. You got this. You know the number. It's only 10, 9, 8, 7. You can do anything for 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2. Here's your hold. Hold it. Press into the left foot. Lower the right foot. Squeeze your thighs all the way together. Now lift your hips up and squeeze. And open for 2. Squeeze and close for 2. And lower for 2. You got the move. It's up, squeeze, and open. Good. And close. And you squeeze 2 more times. And it's enough. You squeeze. It's open, squeeze, and close. You know the move now. Good. So working into those outside lateral angles of the glutes. Good. Lots of strength in the outer thigh here and inner thigh. Keep it slow. Good. Nice control. Now hold it at the top. Squeeze your ankles together. Squeeze the feet together. Just little open with the thighs. Open, squeeze, open, squeeze, open, squeeze. Good. It's 10, 9, 8. Pull your waist right in. Good. Squeeze the outer glutes. Good. Use your inner thighs. You have 4 and 3 and 2. Here's a hold there. Little flutters out. Flutter out. Flutter out. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I feel it. 2. It's 4, 3, 2. Good. Squeeze it in the center. 10 little tucks with the legs all the way together. 10, 9, 8. Just little inches up. Good. Keep working. Pull your waist right in. You have 4 and 3 and 2. Here's a hold here. Hold it. Maybe you lift your hips up another inch. Maybe you squeeze your thighs a little deeper. Do you feel this burn? I do. And release. Very good. Hug your knees in toward you. Let them go a little bit away from you, just releasing the lower back a bit. And then bring both feet to the floor. Take your right ankle to the top of the left knee. Open up the right leg. This will feel good. So we work the muscles and then we stretch the muscles. We'll stretch at the end too. Little figure 4 stretch for you to release the hips. Excellent. Good. Lower the foot to the floor. Release that foot. Bring the left ankle to the top of the right knee. Take an inhale breath, and on your exhale breath, bring your leg up. Good. Take your time here. Notice how you're feeling. Good. Very good. Lower the foot to the floor. Hug your knees in toward you. Safely coming through your spine, or on your side, excuse me, through your side, and onto your hands and your knees. When you get there, take an inhale breath. This will help to release the back a little bit. Exhale breath, round the back like a cat. Good. Do this a few times on your own. Good. So we're getting the booty involved here right from the beginning of class. Separate your arms a little bit outside of the shoulders. Good. And now take the left leg long. Tip your hips under. Take the right leg off the floor. Lengthen through the spine. So take the chin off the chest and lift your leg up and hold. And squeeze it to the center. Good. Lift it up and hold. This uses the inner thighs a little bit more. Now the leg is long. We just got those glutes fired up on the floor, right? And squeeze it in. So you probably feel this right away. Shift your body weight a little bit into the left hand. Good. And squeeze it in and hold. 2 more times. Lift up and squeeze it in. Now lengthen through the left leg. Try to sneak your hips back just a little bit so they're behind the right knee, and then tuck your hips to protect your back, and 8 lifts up. 8, 7, I guess I deviated from that. 10, wow, this must feel pretty easy. It's 4, squeeze, 3, squeeze, 2, squeeze, hold, reach for the weight with the right hand. Yeah, now extend the right leg behind you. This is just an option. If it's too much, you can always bring it to the floor and just bring the right hand behind you. We're gonna work our triceps with the left leg. So lift up the right arm above the hip and squeeze both to the center and hold. Lift up through the left leg and squeeze it in. Good. If this becomes too much with the weight, then do it without a weight. Good. If it's too much in balancing, just on the left hand, then you can always just work the glute here. Good. And let's go. Lift at tempo. It's 8, 7, 6, 5. Waist in. 4, 3, 2. So the right arm is extended. The left leg is extended. We're going to do one more thing. Take a tiny bend in the right elbow in the left knee. Tuck your hips under and straighten and squeeze both together. So it's a tiny bend and it's a great big stretch and squeeze. So you're bending the left knee. The waist stays in. You're bending the right elbow together with that knee and straightening and squeezing. Good. Do 2 more slow. Good. Nice control. I'm going to go back to my number 10. Good. Let's do 10 at tempo. It's 10, 9, 8. Shift your body weight into the left hand for balance. No pressure in the right hip. It's 4 and 3. I feel this too. Rotate the palm to face the floor. Lift it up another inch. Squeeze both to the center. Use your abdominals. Use all the muscles that support your back. Hold it and release. That release feels good. Press back into child's pose. Come back to the hands and knees. Open up the right arm. Take a little twist over to the right. And then go ahead and thread the needle. So you're going to take the right arm back. Palm faces the floor. Left arm is extended. You get a little shoulder stretch here. You can bring the right temple to the floor, or your forehead, whatever feels available to you. Good. And come back to the center. Good. Couple of rounds of cat-cow. Take an inhale breath to lengthen through the spine. And then on your own exhale breath, rounding the back like a cat, trying to bring the tailbone down a little bit. Do this a couple times. Very good. Good. Hands and knees. Now extend the right leg long. Tip your hips, shift your body weight back, and take the right leg off the floor. Good. Press a little bit deeper into the right hand and lift it up, hold, and squeeze, and to the center and hold. Good. So the chin is off the chest. Good. You're really working into the glute. You feel the inner thigh as you squeeze it in and hold. Good. Nice length. You're really strengthening all of the muscles of the entire core, which include your back. So everything head to toe is involved right here. Good. And squeeze it in. One more time, slow. Lift up and squeeze it in. Now here's your option to reach for that weight with the left hand. Lift them both together and squeeze them in and hold. Good. So the left arm extends and squeeze it to your center. Good. Try to have that left arm above the hip. You can always do this without a weight and squeeze it in. If it's too much, bring the left hand to the floor. Really focusing on all the muscles. So just do what you can today. Let's lift a little faster. Up and squeeze. Again, it's lift and squeeze to the center. So the leg is lifting with the arm. 4 more only. You have 3. Very good. You have 2. Shift your body weight into the right hand. Weight and your hips are a little bit behind the left knee. Now hold it there. Think about it. It's a tiny bend in the elbow and the knee. Great big straighten and squeeze. Again, it's a tiny bend. Great big straighten and squeeze. Again, do this again. Tiny bend. Great big straighten and squeeze. Let's do this together. It's bend stretch. Bend stretch. You've got this. Chin is off your chest. Sneak your hips back a little deeper. 10, 9, 8, 7. You can do 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Hold it. Hold it. Rotate the palm forward. Lift up the leg again. Tuck your hips left leg or left hand, sorry, and right leg 4 times only. 4 and 3 and 2. Here's your hold. You know what you're doing. Straighten your arms, straighten your leg. Here's your hold, only 4 seconds. It's 3 and 2 and release. Good. Shift your hips back to clear your back in child's pose. Maybe sneak the hips forward into kind of a modified up dog. Just protect your back. And then on the hands and knees, open up through the left arm. So do a little twist. Good. And then take the left palm back toward the right ankle. The palm faces the sky. The arm extends. Feel a stretch here. Very good. Very nice. So come to your hands and your knees. Take your hands in front of the shoulders. Take an inhale breath, almost like you're doing that cow stretch again. And then slowly come up into downward facing dog. Bend into the knees. Let your head go. Bend into one knee and the next. Good. So you've been working hard. You're more than halfway there. Step forward and then safely rise. Good. I have to adjust my pants. I'm going to take off my cover here and I'm going to take a sip of water. Grab your weights. Grab your weights. We're going to do one more round with weights. You're going to take wide turnout again. Do you remember that? So you're in this wide turnout with the legs outside of the hips. Toes are tracking towards your front 2 corners. So kind of a 45-degree angle. Bend your knees. Good. Draw the shoulders back. So sink your hips and let your ears be over the shoulders. Shoulders over hips. Weights are just in front of you, but the heart is lifted and you go down an inch and up an inch. So just get the legs back and up. You go down and up, down and up, down and up. Very good. You have 4 more. Belly in. You have 3. Very good. You have 2. Here's your hold. Well, it's not really your hold. You're going to be holding this for a while. So it's not your final hold, but you're going to hold it here. You're going to press the knees back a little bit more. Relax the tailbone and take the right arm out. Squeeze it. Take the left arm out. Squeeze it. We're going to do a little more arm work. Press the arms down for 2. Good. And up for 2. Try to stay low in the hips. Good. And up for 2. Nice. Squeeze your arms down. Try to keep the arms about 6 inches off the thighs. Good. And lift them up for 2. No stress in the neck. Good. And you go up for 2 and down for 2 with the arms. Let's bring the body into it, the lower body a little bit, and then sink your hips. So you just bring the hips up just about an inch, squeeze through the thighs and down an inch. Good. It's up, squeeze. Good. And down, nice and slow. It's up. 2 more slow. Down for 2. Use the full body here. So practicing keeping the waist in. So really pull the navel to the spine. Hold your arms up. And tiny presses down and up, down and up, down and up. Tiny presses down with the arms down with the arms in, down with the hips. 10, 9, 8, 7. I feel it too. You should feel your inner thighs. You should feel your glutes. You should feel your arms. It's 4 and 3 and 2. Hold it, hold it. Bring your elbows into your side. Palms face forward. Press all the way up for 2. Full range of motion. Down for 2. Squeeze. Press up for 2. Good. Try to broaden your arms a little bit. Really pulling the elbows in and zip those shoulder blades together. Good. Try to broaden through the collarbones. Keeping the ears over the shoulders. Shoulders over hips. Last 2. Nice and slow. Good. Full range of motion. When you come down, you squeeze. When you come up, you squeeze. Do 1 more. Good. Now hold it here. Lift the chest. Keep the elbows to the side. And tiny squeezes just down and up. Try to connect the elbows to the waist. 10 little presses. Good. It's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now direct your palms up. Curl them up for 2 as you sink your hips. And down for 2. Try to keep the hips low the whole time. And up for 2. You got it. It's down for 2. And up for 2. 2 more slow. Down for 2. And up for 2. Good. And now little presses. Just squeeze the arms. It's a halfway squeeze. Use the biceps. Use the shoulders. Pull in your belly. And it's 10, 9, 8, 7. Good. 6, 5. Nice. 4. Little pulses. 3 and 2 and 1. Listen carefully. Sink your hips again. I feel it too. And press your arms out. and squeeze them to the center and hold. It's out, squeeze, and in, squeeze. So you're working the biceps, shoulders, triceps. Bring it all home here. It's out, squeeze, slower, and in. It's out, and in, good. Now we're gonna move it a little bit faster, down and up, good. Down and up. Hips go down an inch and up an inch as the arms come in. You press them out, down and up, good. Down and up. How about 10? Squeeze. 9, I feel it 2. 8, don't quit now, good. Nice. How about 4? How about 3? It's getting heavy. It's 2. Last in here, hold the arms out. Sink your hips, good. And you bend and stretch. Then stretch the elbows. This is it. This is the final little icing on the cake. Good, 10, 9, 8, 7. We'll hold right after this. You feel your thighs. 4 and 3 and 2. Here's your hold. Rotate your palms forward. Could you sink your hips a little lower? Rotate the palms forward. Lift chest. Only 4 counts. Squeeze it. Come on, arms. Good. Straighten your legs. Release your weight. Bring your feet forward again. Lengthen through the spine. Take wide forward fold if that feels good to you. You can come halfway or travel all the way down into wide forward fold. Good. Maybe you bend a little bit into one leg and the next. Good. You're going to love me for this one. Bring your feet a little bit closer. Good. And then sink your hips down. Good. Sink your hips down. If you were with me in yoga, we'd call it Balasana. This is for mobility. So if it's not available to you today, then don't do it. I'm getting kind of out of breath myself. You might too. Good. Maybe this feels like a rest. 10 pulses down. 10, 9, 8, 7. Squeeze your palms together now. Press your knees out with your elbows. 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Straighten your legs, bring them in a little bit. Take that forward fold. One more time, make it safe. Bend into your knees. Inhale, breath all the way up to rise. Take a little back bend. So press your hips forward. Pull in through the waist. Good. Lower your arms and your legs. That looks really nice. So we're gonna do a little bit of a lunge. You're gonna bring the right leg forward. Left leg comes behind you, but rather than a big lunge of a stretch, we're doing a weight-bearing exercise where the left knee is underneath the left hip. Draw your shoulders back. You can bring your hands to your hips. That helps with balance. Now sink it down deep. Draw the shoulders back. Really pull in your waist and go down an inch and up an inch. Press into the right foot. Good. Now spike that left heel up. Good. It's down an inch and up an inch. Good. You can try squeezing through the left glute if you want, or just keep it inactive. You decide. If you feel pressure in your lower back, then don't squeeze the left leg. Primary focus now is on that front leg. Good. Now sink it down. Think about the left knee. Press it to the center. Use both inner thighs. Squeeze it down and press the left knee in a little bit. Go down a little deeper. Press it in. Once again, practicing really good posture here. Go down and up. Down and up. Maybe you take your arms into a little V and little presses down with the arms. Use your arms. 10, 9, 8, 7. Good. 6, 5. You've got this. 4, 3, 2. Rotate your palms forward. Tiny presses forward with the arms. Little presses. Go press. Press. Start to press the knee down. 10, 9. It's not easy. 8, 7. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, and stand. Shake it off. That's not easy, is it? We'll go the other way. So now you're taking the left foot forward. The right knee is underneath the right hip. Draw your shoulders back. Press down. Good. Press down and hold and squeeze. Again, down, hold, squeeze. Draw the shoulders back. Good. You go down, hold, squeeze. It's down, hold, squeeze. So really spike the heel up from the right foot. Use the right glute if that feels good to you. If that creates pressure in the lower back, then release the glute. And you go down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. This time, rotate the palms to the go down and up, down, down and up. Squeeze your arms. Good. Pull in the belly. 10, 9. Maybe your thighs are screaming. Good, mine are. Ow! Good, it's 4 and 3, nice. And 2, now hold it there. Think about the right knee. As you rotate the palms forward again, press the right knee in and hold and press your arms just forward an inch. Use your chest, good. Use your thigh, good. And the right knee comes in and press it down, hold, squeeze. Right knee comes in, use your inner thighs. Press down, hold, squeeze. 2 more, slow in and press it down. Bring that right knee back, right in alignment with the 10 presses down and up. The arms come up an inch, down an inch, down an inch. Good. 8, 7, you're almost done. 6, 5, you've got it. 4 and 3 and 2, hold it and safely stand. Shake your legs out. I felt that quite a bit myself. This time, what you're gonna do is bring your heels together. Toes are 3 to more than 4 inches apart. So if you're close to a wall, touch your wall. I'm grabbing a little chair right over here. And you can use a chair or a wall or a couch or something. I have this really tall bar stool, but it's just perfect for bar. I have a light touch on my bar. Heels are together. Toes are 3 no more than 4 inches apart. Lift up your heels an inch and bend your knees. Good. Draw your shoulders back over the hips and go down an inch and hold. Good. Down, hold, squeeze. Good. Down, hold, squeeze. 2 more, slow. Down, hold, squeeze. 10 presses down. Go 10, 9, 8. Keep your heart lifted. Good. You're almost done with class. Good. Let's slow this down. Squeeze your heels. Rotate your body weight just a little bit to the instep of the feet, and you go down and hold. Good. You go down and hold. Keep the chin off the chest. Go down, hold, squeeze. Again, down, hold, squeeze. 10 presses down and up, down and up, down and up. Maybe you start to come a little bit lower, trusting that you're almost done with class. You feel this a lot in your thighs, right? 10, 9, 8, 7, good, 6, 5. Full body workout. Use your abdominals even here. Hold it. Now take your outside arm up. Take the other arm that's holding on to whatever, a chair or wall. Take it up. Try to find your balance. Come down another inch. It's right there if you need it. Down another inch and hold. Squeeze your heels again. Down another inch and hold. 10 presses. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. 5, 4. Then we hold. 3, 2, 1. Here's your hold. Squeeze your heels. Come down 1 more inch. Bring your hands to your hips. Think about this. 10 presses out with the knees. 10, 9. Squeeze your heels. You've got this. Good. It's 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Here's your hold. Bring your knees back to that starting position. Knees are over the second and third toes. Sink it down again. Raise your arms up. Find your balance for 4 and 3 and 2. Safely rise. Good. Use your chair or your wall for balance and reach for one ankle. Doesn't matter which one you start with. Bend into the standing knee. I'm holding my left ankle. Bend into the right knee. Tip your hip under. Press your leg behind the standing leg. Good. Just a little quad stretch. Good. Maybe take up the right arm. Hold it. Good. Switch sides. Switch sides. So reach for the opposite ankle. Get your balance first. Bend into the standing knee. Bring the leg behind the standing leg. Tuck your hips. Lift your arm up. Stand up. Take a reach. So 1 more reach. 1 more big back bend through the heart. And then travel down into a forward fold if that's available. I'm just moving my chair a little bit. So take a forward fold, then take a halfway lift, and then bring your hands just outside of the shoulders. This is our final move. This is a plank. High plank. When you're ready, come on down to low plank. Take top of your hips, press your heels back. Good. Breathe in, squeeze the front of your legs. Good. All you have to do is hold this for 10. Good. You can do anything. For 9. Keep it slow and controlled. Take your chin off the chest. Good. Shoulder blades together. Press your heels back for 4 more counts. Good. Belly in. 3 and 2. Knees to the floor. Tailbone to the sky. Open up your arms. It should feel pretty good. Good. Breathe in. Exhale. When you're ready, come on down to the floor. Come into Sphinx. We're just going to do a little bit of a stretch. So the elbows are underneath the shoulders, the palms are relaxed. You can walk the elbows forward if that's too much. Take an inhale breath and take your chin off your chest. So just lengthen your spine here. Good, your gaze is straight away. Try to feel that stretch in the front of the abdominals, no pressure in the lower back, so it should feel pretty good. You can take a slight tuck of the chin toward the chest. Good, just releasing the neck muscles. Lengthen the gaze. You can look over the right shoulder if that's available. Just take your time, find your own range of motion, and then bring the gaze over to the left. Come to the center, lower your body all the way to the floor. Take your toes to the glutes and just kind of windshield wiper the legs a little bit to release the lower back. Good, so we work the muscles and we release. 45 minutes goes pretty fast in barre class. And then when you're ready, bring your hands toward your shoulders. Safely press yourself back. If child's pose is available to you, take it. Rotate the palms to the sky. Maybe reach for the shoulders with your fingertips. Let your head relax. Good. And then when you're ready, come onto your back. If you have a strap, then grab it. Otherwise, you can just use your own body. You can use your hands on your thighs. Extend both legs up. If the legs are straight, that's great. If they're not, that's great too. So if you need to keep some softness in the legs, that's fine. Release the left leg, right leg stays straight. Good, in that strap, you can always bend the left knee if you need that for your back. Relax your shoulders. Take an inhale breath and open up the right leg a little bit. Keep the left hip on the floor. If you need more sensation, then bring the right leg up a little bit more toward the right shoulder. You did great today. Good, you should feel really good about yourself. That was hard for me. Good, and bring it up to the top, switch hands with the strap. You can extend the right arm, maybe look over the right shoulder, sink the right hip to the floor. Good, so workout doesn't have to be an hour in order to be effective. We did a lot of muscle in 45 minutes. Bring it back to the top, hug the right knee in toward the chest, move it in a circle, hug both knees in toward you. Good, and then take your strap again, or just use your hands and extend both legs. Release the right leg to the floor, the left leg stays in the strap. Hold the strap with the left hand. Really lengthen the leg first and then open up the leg. It doesn't have to open super far. Some of you are very flexible, but drop the right hip to the floor. Good. And then if you come back on Friday, we'll do a little bit more stretching and a little bit more balancing, but bring a resistance band on Friday if you have it. If you don't, that's fine too. Good. And then switch hands with the strap. Good. Maybe gaze over the left shoulder. Take your time. Good. Come back to the top. Release the leg. Hug both knees in toward the chest. Good. And then make those hip circles one more time. Good. Maybe take a happy baby. You can either reach for the inside and outside of your feet, or maybe just underneath the thighs and extend your spine. So feel that length. Good. Hug the knees in toward you one more time. Good. Take a little twist over to the right. So bring both knees to the right. If that's too much for you, then just kind of modify. You could just bring it halfway. Good. And then when you're ready, bring the legs over to the other side. Really protect your back. Good. We worked on strengthening all of the muscles that support your spine. If you have a strong spine, you can do more, right? So each time you come, get a little bit stronger. Come back to the center. Give yourself a hug. So hug the knees in toward you. Let them come a little bit away from you. Do it a few times. And then when you're ready, extend your legs long. Take an inhale breath. Lengthen your arms and your legs away from each other. So there's this natural little gap in the lower back. Sometimes this is called a good morning stretch. Feel how long and how lean and how strong the body feels here. And then gently relax the arms back down to the side. Maybe the palms face the sky. Open up your legs a little bit more toward the outside of your mat and take a couple long breaths. So take a couple long breaths with me now. Make the decision today to do something a little bit different. something that you can positively change because you've moved, and movement always makes us feel better. Take your time today. I'm going to just hug my knees in toward my chest to clear my back. Take your time today. Definitely come through your side to safely come up. And my goodness, I thank you for coming here today. I might feel that tomorrow myself. Join me again on Friday. And hey, like and subscribe this page. Thank you. Have a great day.